Welcome back to WOT Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the E25. It's the Tier 7 German premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Murovanka, and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's one of my replays, and with the very special toy that I actually received from one of the members. I'm sorry there's no sound at the moment. I think it's to do with the latest update. Probably not working with the mods yet, but anyway, the E25, it's part of the Nvidia series. It was supposed to be the replacement for the Hetzer, and well, they never built it, they never got around to it, but it would have been interesting if they actually had, because it was quite a low tank destroyer, very much like the Hetzer, could hide in hedges, and would have made a fine replacement for the Stug as well. Now, it's got a 75mm gun capable of 135 alpha, penetrating 150mm with the standard rounds, and with the premium rounds that goes up to 194mm. I'm not loaded any HE in this game at all, just standard ammo. Pershing off his side, so I take a shot. Oh, it didn't go on as I expected. 2 misses there. Now, the standard reload time by the book is 2.88 seconds, but my reload time here is 2.52 because I've got a rammer, a fairly good crew, brothers in arms, and I've also, well, maxed out as much as I can on trying to get this thing to spot long range and be stealthy. You can see that I've got the binos. Because the E25 is basically has got one of the best camos in the game when it's moving or when it's stationary, and so ideally what you want to do is be a stealthy sniper from a distance. Now, we've kind of left the forest open, the magic forest, and there was a number of enemy tanks that went through there, and I can see some of them are actually starting to appear on the east side of the map. I'm sorry there's no sound for the engine. I know it sort of like does miss out on some of the enjoyment, but you can see that ELC Evan 90 fighting it out with a Pershing, and God knows why he decided to do that, but maybe he's confident enough to fight against much larger tanks, which well, it's not a bigger gun because it is a 90mm, but here comes the enemy horde. First shot's an IS-3. Didn't hit that one. That one ricocheted off the hull. I'm looking for him. Okay, got the turret there, I think, but it just didn't pen. And I suddenly noticed there's some enemy tanks coming up on my right. First shot into the AMX 1375, getting high rolls here. Trying to get this guy no side of him, but I got 5 reset points there, and I've had to pull back because there's an IS-3 really close to the hill, and so I do definitely need to move. In fact, I'm going to go over to the woods and shoot from there. At the other end of the map, they're killing the enemy arty, or at least making it very difficult for them to interrupt, which means that I can get a move on. And this ELC 90, Evan 90, has actually decided to try and come after our arty, but I'm not going to let him get them. I'm going to defend them, and aggressively so. I've locked onto him with my 75mm. As my first shot misses, but I ram him for a huge amount, 349, only lose 31 hit points myself. First shot in, a high roll, and he's gone with the second one. In fact, actually, it wasn't me who killed him. It was the SU-14-2 lending me a hand, and he got the kill and I got stunned. But I don't hold that against him because, as far as I'm concerned, our arty is safe. Okay, I saw an Emil. Okay, make use of this wood because it's actually quite a good spot. I can see the ELC, in fact the Emil through that, and I've got the bustle at the rear, which is where his ammo rack is, so hopefully that actually did some damage to his ammo rack. I can see the IS-3. Okay, see if I can do anything to him. That looked like it did a critical hit to his track. May have tracked him. I can just make him out. I don't think he makes me out, but he can certainly feel my shells. Okay, another target's a Caro P88. Well, I got a shot into him for 121, which is a low roll, but somebody else actually killed him. It's the Tiger 1, I think. Okay, so this is a good spot to be in. Sturmil. Can't see him. I knocked that house down. I was hoping he was behind it. Oh, and here comes the enemy tanks en masse. One shot into the AMX 1375. Then I see the T25AT. Get one into his engine bay. Another one into his engine bay. Okay, there's so many targets here. Just don't know which way to turn. They're being whittled down one by one. So it looks like our team made the right decision and we are now capping at the other end. The IS-3 on the enemy team's going up there for a cap. I get one into the engine bay of the Emil. Okay. Looks like the IS-3 is going to probably get the reset. I decided to move forward, but then I thought better about it because I know that there's still that Emil 1 out there somewhere. And instead what I decide to do is go after this down the south route and get a better position on the Emil 1. There he is. Oh, just missed my opportunity there, but didn't miss on that one. And in fact, actually, it seemed that I got 131, which is a low roll. Then we've got a Scorpion over here. Definitely somewhere over on this side of the map is the Scorpion, which is the tier 7 American one. So I'm motoring in this direction to find him. There's only 2 enemies left. The IS-3 up north is being hassled by 2 tanks, including the LTG and the ELC. And there's the Scorpion. Lock on. Go in. Go for the ram. Big ram. Huge ram. And one shot to kill. And that's it from him. And there's only 1 enemy left. It's the IS-3. And he's basically being surrounded now by light tanks. And I'm just trying to get up there as quickly as I can. Potentially I've got the high caliber already. At least I've got 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's it. They've done it. They've killed the IS-3. In fact, it was the ELC who did it. And this one is a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And here's the end of battle results, and it was a first class tanker for general disturbance in the E25. Not enough for an ace, but it is the first time I've had a first class. I got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points from my own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I managed to get 6. I did get the high caliber in that one for dealing the most damage in the game, and I also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on my team. And my win rate from the battle was 4,702, and I think this is it's my 4th or my 5th battle in the E25. Let's have a look at the team score. Okay, well, top of the table with 2,972, but look at that. The ELC Evan 90 got a Brothers in Arms and a Dimitri's medal. So he must have killed all 3 Arty for 2,597 hit points. He's not the second highest damage, he's the 3rd highest, because the Emil 1 on the enemy team managed to get 2,762, but he didn't get any medals. That ELC was just about everywhere. The CS52 list, the Fox managed to get a Brothers in Arms as well. And when it came to kills, yes, it's the ELC and the Fox who are top with 5 and 4 respectively. And after that, it's just the ELC M90 on the enemy team. The one I rammed to death, he got 2 kills in that game. And I only got 1, unfortunately. But when it came to base XP, it's the ELC M90 again, because he was spotting as well as actually dealing damage on the enemy. You can see here 1,138 hit points of spotting assist in that game, including one of the shells that I fired into the Pershing, and he was tangling with that guy quite well. And look at that win rate, 9-2-1-2. I suspect this guy managed to get an ace tanker during that game, so very well done to him. But I managed to get 1,170, so I wasn't that far behind him. And the next high score after that was the Fox. The CS52 list got 871. I fired 38 rounds in that game, got 24 direct hits and 16 penetrations. Damage of 2,972 hit points, of which 1,072 were at more than 300 meters. I received 1 hit by way of splash damage. And that was actually, I think, from one of my own, or was certainly one of the enemy tank, may have been one of the enemy Arty. 2 enemy vehicles were spotted, 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, and 876 hit points of spotting or damage assist, plus 11 defense points when I reset the cap. On a premium account, I earned 83,378 credits, got 41,689 from personal reserves, and 50,000, because this was the first battle of the day, would you believe it, straight into the fray. 175,066 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply and only standard ammo used, I didn't dip into the premium at all, didn't feel the need to, and took away 170,408 credits altogether. 1,755 XP times 2 for the first victory, 351 from this being a premium vehicle, and 877 from personal reserves took away 4,738 experience points altogether. Now, I'd like to say thank you so much to all those players and members of WOT Arty Noobs who do send me gifts. Just recently I received a t-shirt from Andromeda. I received a book from Cameron in Australia all about the German tanks, which is a wonderful book, and I've also received tanks from Talon, well, tanks in terms of model tanks, which of course, as you know, I do like my models, and I have some on my desk at all times, as you've seen. And various other members have sent me things along the way. They've either sent me t-shirts or caps. Mike from America sent me the brochure and all the some stuff from the cap, a beautiful cap from his visit to one of the military museums, and loads of pictures of him with the Arty in the museum, which was great stuff as well. I do like it, actually. It's you know, this engagement with the members does sort of like positively feel back to me to say, yep, you like what I'm doing, you like these videos, you enjoy them, you want to see yourself playing these games, and you want the commentary as well to go with it so that you can actually enjoy it all the more. Well, I thought I'd share this one back with you because this is the first really good battle I had in the E25, and as I said, I haven't played it that much, mainly because I've actually been working on not only producing videos but also on trying to grind through the battle pass, as well as trying to grind through some of the tanks that I'm actually acquiring at the moment, which include, funnily enough, the German tank destroyers, because I wanted to try and use all those crews up, the free crews that Wargaming gave us when they allowed us to use all the blueprints that we had spare. So I have been incredibly busy, which I have actually offered to platoon with me. I haven't been able to do so, mainly because I've just been so busy at the time. But thank you so much for all these gifts, because I really do appreciate it. It is a way of saying, you know, I recognise what you're doing and I like it. And I've noticed a lot more people are starting to watch our videos, so they're spreading far and wide. I just recently noticed that the most viewed video on our channel has now got over 7,000 views, which may not seem much if you're Jingles, because you'll get that in the first hour, but overall for us that's very, very good, because you see most of our videos only get about 100 views, if that. But I think people are put off by the fact that it has Arty in the title, and so they think that all we do is nothing but Arty videos. But we do other tanks, and we do enjoy them as well, and we get some really great replays from our members. Of course, we are Arty perfectionists, so we rather like Arty replays, which is why we do so many of them. But as I said, we will continue to do other replays as well, and this is one of them. And I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below, and because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.